Ladies and gentlemen, the 5 hapless improvisers, all needy, atheistic. They're hungry for your approval, but they're even hungrier for mine. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring them up now, one at a time. Please put your hands together for Tom Epstein. Peter Cunis. Josiah Conway and Emma Sacchetti. Jimmy, what's our first task of the night?
Alright, so our first task is the prize task. I have given the task to all of the contestants. They were going to bring in a prize based on the theme that we gave them, and the winner, whoever gets the most points tonight, will walk away with all 5 of those prizes. And so the prize that they are bringing to you tonight, Eric, is they had to bring in their weirdest, "Why do I still have this?" item.
Fantastic. Tom, what'd you bring?
All right. So, I managed to get my hands on this from my grandmother's.
Just pull it out. And Tom, if I wanted a tool that would force me to graze my knuckles every crank as I sharpen my pencils, then that would be fantastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Great. Jimmy, was that the task? Something that grazes my knuckles every time I turn a crank?
Not exactly, but it was more, why do I still have this?
Fantastic.
I mean, if I had something that grazed my knuckles, I probably wouldn't want to hold on to it.
Peter, what'd you bring?
I think this belongs to Jimmy because I stole it from the Taskmaster box a while ago. I don't know why I still have it. I should have given it back.
Jimmy, is that yours?
It is mine.
Okay. Fair enough. I also don't know why you still have that because that's proof of a felony. Alyssa, what's in that enormous bag?
Okay, so arguably the most expensive item that anyone brought, because I had to buy a whole house to get it. It was just in my house when I bought it. It's a Coors Light. And it works.
Tom cranks more when he's excited. Josiah, wow me.
So, I have this, and you might ask yourself, what is it?
I am.
It's a, if you want to play ping pong, but you don't have anyone to play with,
Oh.
you just plug it in,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm not going to do it, and then you bounce it by yourself.
But Josiah, the question was, why the weirdest, why do I still have this? And I think we all know why you still have it. He's fine! All right, Emma.
So I have this human anatomy textbook. Someone found this off the street that came to my house once, and it's been in my house for years.
They had 3 months to think of this? 3 months to think of this. Fantastic. Just clarifying. I think we can do this pretty quickly.
You ready?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, again, the one that is clearest and least confusing as to why they still have it. 1 point to Josiah for the most impressive. 2 points to Emma because I fell half asleep while she was talking about it. 3 points to Tom because I am a little nostalgic for those things, even though I probably shouldn't be. And I mean, between the last two, one person did have to take out a mortgage to get their prize, but I have to give Peter the top spot for the audacity of stealing your watch. Peter's the winner. No, he doesn't win it yet.
I don't win it yet.
This is his now.
You still have a chance to win all of this. Don't worry.
So if everybody wants to take their prize tasks and put them over on the prize table while we set up the next task.
Rules Master,
Yes.
what's our first video task?
So our first video task is the best noise.
Ah yes, I needed them to make the best noise for me. To lull me to sleep at night.
Make the best noise?
When you're ready to make your noise, you must say,
This is my best noise.
After you have made your noise, you must remain still and silent for at least 10 seconds.
You have 10 minutes and 1 attempt. Your time starts now.
10 minutes? I don't know what that means.
I can't fart on command.
I mean,
Jimmy, did you notice I was wearing the watch in that?
I've spotted that watch in many of these videos.
I just wrote down, Alyssa said 10 minutes. I don't know what that means.
Preparing for 10 minutes to make a noise. I don't need any time for that.
Okay. All right, confident. Can we see the noises?
Yes, we can. All right, so our first group, I grouped up Tom and Josiah, and I think you will see why pretty quickly.
Okay.
Make your best noise. You are ready to make it. So before I make my noise, I have to preface with, this is my best noise, right?
Best noise. Best noise.
After I make my noise, I have to remain still and silent for at least 10 seconds. But I have 10 minutes and 1 attempt. Oh, ones. All right. 10 minutes, right?
9:37.
Okay.
My first thought is to sing like a really pretty note. I can do like a thing with my throat that not a lot of people can do. I used to be in a yoga class and we would do, it was a ing, like kind of thing. It's not really great on the ears unless there's a group of people doing it. I could do an om. Om is like, peaceful.
It's important that I look at you, or can I look anywhere?
You can look anywhere.
Should I look at the camera? Does it matter which camera I look at?
It's up to you. It's your noise.
So I can look at that one?
Yeah.
How much time do I have?
You have 9 minutes and 13 seconds.
Best noise. I feel like with the amount of time I should have came up, construct an instrument or scrape my nails on the chalkboard.
Time.
8:34.
You know what? I'm gonna make it real peaceful. I see a uke. Wish I could play it. Okay.
Time.
8:13.
You tell me when I'm down to 7.
Yes.
This is my best noise.
This is my best noise.
Thank you, Josiah.
Thank you.
You were so concerned with the time. And your conclusion was, I will just shriek like I've sat on my balls. And I'm not even going to talk about that. I was very intrigued by the special throat thing, and then never came back. Never came back. What else do we have? Tell me the others must have done better.
All right. So next up, we have just Emma in this video.
Just Emma.
And once I make the sound, that's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just reread the test just to clarify.
Okay. But I can't like workshop any noises.
You can workshop noises.
Oh, okay. But before.
Once you say, this is my best noise,
Oh, okay.
that's your attempt.
Oh, okay. And a noise is different from just like a sound.
How so?
A noise is just like something, a sound that I make. I was thinking maybe about just cracking on my knuckles. My back makes really just like gnarly sounds. Alright. This is what I'm gonna do. This is my best noise.
I mean, you could do Foley work for action movies.
So since this video, I have been to a chiropractor. And I'm okay.
Let's see if anyone else has something better.
All right. Yeah. So last video is Alyssa and Peter together.
Okay. Let's see what we got here to make noise with.
Alright. I want to make a noise and not damage anything. Do I lose points if I break things?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna try not to break anything. But stuff might get broken.
You got a poop. Oh, okay. Balloons are good. Balloons are always good.
And I'm really worried about breaking stuff. And I'm worried about soft stuff disrupting the noise.
Balloons. Okay, I feel like this is important. I'm gonna try to do that.
Oh! I'm gonna wear this while I do it. Part of it. I don't know if it's gonna be the best noise, but it's gonna be loud. I feel like louder is better.
Got it here. There's potential here. I'm feeling it. Wonder what happens if I stick this in a tube. Yeah, that's kind of good. Oh, but that's good. Let's back it up. Okay, I think I got it.
That seems
fair. Okay, a minute. So now we'll see if this is the best noise. Alright, what are you gonna say?
Okay, this is my best noise.
This is my best noise. Alright.
All right, that's it. Thanks, Peter. You're welcome.
That's it, I'm done. That was my best noise.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack there. So I think one of the things that really mystified me the most, Peter, was towards the beginning of your attempt. It looked like you were trying to balance a PVC pipe on a ball.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? What were you thinking?
I was trying to waste as much of Jimmy's time as possible.
And then what you actually settled on
Yeah.
was feeding a tape measure down several pipes, which were partially blocked with very small balloons.
Look, it wasn't so much of a noise as it was a statement.
I mean, it was a statement, and I'm vaguely offended by the statement. So, yeah, God, this is hard. Well, no, last place is not hard, Josiah. That's for you. I appreciate you making this part easy for me. Second place, I think I'm going to give to Emma because I'm concerned about your safety, and this noise was worst in that it made me feel scared for your health.
It was a cry for help.
Right. Also a cry for help, number 3. And between Peter and Alyssa, I think that although Peter was trying to make a statement, Alyssa made it a little bit more effectively. So 5 points to Alyssa.
So 5 points to Alyssa. You said 4 to Emma.
No, 4 to Peter.
4 to Peter. Okay.
2 to Emma.
2 to Emma. All right.
Yes, and she's lucky to get those.
All right. You ready for the next task?
I definitely am.
Okay.
Buckle in there. Left to right.
Standing behind the line, throw one item into the bucket.
You may retrieve the item if it misses, but you must be stood behind the line on every throw.
You may not move the line or the bucket.
Fastest wins.
Your time started when you open the first task, and then when you finish all 3 tasks, no! Okay. Yeah, run it. Balance one item on top of the pole.
A pole.
Oh, then. The item must remain balanced until the entire task is completed.
You may not move the pole. The time started when you open the first task, and blah, 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 blah. When you open the first task, eat one item, fastest wins.
Eat one item.
Okay. Fastest wins. Your time started when you open the first task and ends when you finish all 3 tasks.
So a simple task. There's 3 items on the table. One had to be thrown, one had to be eaten, and one had to be balanced. That's it.
Sounds really simple.
Yep.
Really, really simple.
All right. So we're going to see Alyssa and Emma first.
Sure.
All right, we have throw one item, eat one item, balance one item. This pole. This pole? All right.
Can I throw again? Yes, sir. Then I have to run over the tree. I missed it.
Nice. Cold jello.
That was a low point in my life.
Thanks for the snack.
Yeah. Thanks, Alyssa.
Horrible mistake.
You can check it out.
Yeah, just take it off, right?
Read the test.
Eat one island. Bounce around on top of the pull. The item must remain balanced until the charge is completed. It's completed. Right?
Well done.
Yeah. You're making me question this. I am. I think I am.
You think you're done?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Bye.
Thanks, Emma.
Just such athletic prowess on display. I love it. Emma, once again, I'm concerned for your safety. You standing on that chair made me real nervous. Alyssa,
Really?
you just seem so angry the whole time. And Emma, when you started eating that jelly, did you say something about? I heard King to Knight's Bishop. Were you playing chess with somebody?
I don't think I said that, but
But it's
I mean,
impossible to know.
it's impossible to know. So maybe I was. I don't know. It was a weird time for me, as I said in the video.
What were their times?
So Emma completed that in 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
Okay.
And Alyssa did it in 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
How about
Eat jello.
how about the boys?
All right, so we're gonna move on and see Tom and Josiah.
One item, fastest wins. I want Cheeto because it's my favorite.
What? This? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm throwing jello in the bucket, man.
This could take a while because it's comfortable.
Balance one item on top of the pole.
This is the pole. Balance one item on top. Can I do the plate or does it have to be this?
Of the pole. Go.
Looks like a hat.
Eat one item, fastest wins. I got the wrong one. Thank you, Tom. That was delicious.
Tom, I mean, I was impressed right away. I gotta be honest. That frisbee toss right into the bucket. And then, you insisting on just standing and reaching. Making no effort to use tools to help you succeed in the task. I mean, it was a real sobering experience. Both of them just immediately did the thing as soon as they read the first paper, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I believe Alyssa was the only one that read all 3 tasks before attempting any of them.
Interesting. Fantastic. And times?
Let's see here. Josiah did it in 2 minutes and 16, just a few seconds slower than Alyssa. But Tom, despite his standing and reaching, did it in 1 minute and 35 seconds.
Wow. I'm assuming there's a reason you left Peter for last.
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay.
Is this multiple choice? Standing behind the line, throw one item into the bucket. If the next task is eat the Jello, then I'm going to sue you. God. So. Balance one item on top of the pole. Where's the. Oh, that pole. Okay. And. Okay, until the entire task is complete. Alright. Eat one item. Okay, good. It's just so dry. I'm the hottest bay of all time. I'm allergic to these.
So if you could have said maybe the wrongest items to fish. I think it summed up in Peter's heartbreaking look up at the Cheeto, which he definitely should have eaten, instead of the Nutri-Grain bar.
Yes.
What was his time?
So he has a time of 1:35 to beat, and he came in at 3 minutes.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but according to the task, they had to get all of the item into the bucket, correct?
Yes.
I saw a fair amount of Jello on the floor around the bucket.
That is up for you to judge.
Yeah. Peter, I know this is going to break your heart, but you're definitely in last place. By which I mean 0 points, because you did not complete the task. This is the game we're playing! So I guess the rest of it just comes down to time.
All right, yeah, so that'd be 5 points for Tom, 4 for Alyssa, 3 for Josiah, and 2 for Emma.
Let's hear it for him. What's next?
Up next is one of your special tasks.
Oh! Sometimes I give special projects to my special friends.
Hey, Josiah.
Okie dokie. Find as many doppelgangers as you can and take a selfie with each. You have until the first live show. Your time starts now. Okay.
Thanks, Josiah.
Thank you. So, 3 months. He had 3 months.
Yep. I will show you his work now.
I'm waiting for the next one, Jimmy.
1 per month.
1 per month. 1 per month. And I would argue he didn't find any of them. He made all 3. I'm so sorry, Josiah. You get 0 points.
She was the bartender of the Avery tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by 1 per month, I don't mean I received 1 per month.
Did you get that one today?
I got all 3 of them today. I got all 3 of them as I was setting up for the show.
I feel like I'm special. I'm a one-of-a-kind kind of person. So the challenge was a little bit unfair.
That's fair. Well, I guess it's only fitting that you're the only one we gave that challenge to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, as I was watching that clip, I was like, oh, Josiah looks a lot like Jimmy. That would be very easy to take a picture.
Sure.
He was in the room. He was in the room when you started, and he looks more like you than any of the creations you made tonight.
But I think I should get points for creativity.
Oh, it's nice that you think that. What's next?
So we're going to do our first live task. All right, so all contestants, you have a whiteboard underneath your under your chair with a marker. Get out your whiteboard. Do not look at the post-it note things. So the task that we're giving them live right now is the 5-second drawing task. So what we're going to do is when I give the time, they will have 5 seconds to look at the name of a recognizable character on the back of the post-it note. And then I will say go again. They will have 5 seconds to draw that character. At the end of the 5 seconds, they must stop. And Eric will try to guess what the character is. First person to get a guess correct will win. If Eric doesn't guess any on that first round, we'll give them another 5 seconds to improve their drawing. Make sense? Okay. All right, so you have 5 seconds to look, and then on my second signal, you will then start to draw. And I will blow the whistle to tell you to stop drawing. And you can look now. Draw. So can we have everybody share their drawings and see if Eric can guess any of them?
Wow. Wow. So I'm going to say that first one is a Snorlax. Great. The next one is Snoopy.
What? No.
Next one is Batman.
No.
An igloo. And a toilet.
All right, nobody's correct, so you have another 5 seconds.
Oh.
Ready?
Starting? Okay.
Go. All right, let's see him.
Okay, all right. So the first one is Garfield.
Yeah!
The second one is Snoopy looking at a hamburger. The third one is Homer Simpson. The next one is the Juggernaut. And the last one is a toilet with legs and glasses.
So you got 2 of them right. If the 3 that didn't get it right, if you want to share what your drawings were supposed to be.
No, you're all done.
Well done.
Yeah. What the hell is that, Tom?
It's Waldo.
No, Tom, it is not. If that popped up in a children's book, there would be so many losses. Is that the Hulk?
That's Buzz Lightyear.
I was wondering why he was flipping off the audience.
Oh, that's for a different reason.
Right. Just like, who's that?
Ronald McDonald.
I mean, I'm happy those 3 got no points. What's next?
All right, next we're back to the videos.
Everybody open this?
Yep.
All right.
Make a paper airplane and get it as far as you can.
Starting behind the line. That line?
You have 5 minutes and 1 attempt per plane.
Your final attempt must hit the ground before the timer ends.
Your time starts now.
That line? Let's see this horseshit.
All right, we have Tom, Peter, and Emma grouped together on this one.
Beautiful.
And they're trying to get a plane as far as possible.
That was a trick one.
I don't see the point of these things that are here. I really don't.
I'm just going to make as many as I can to use up as much paper as possible, so that'll be harder for the next contestant.
5. Ready?
Yeah, like.
Ooh, fun.
Ready? Fly long and true, sailor. Watch out, Jimmy! Watch out!
Just don't want these to go to waste.
Five, 4, 3, propeller, and fly! Sorry about that.
Oh, man. So Tom insisted on throwing perpendicular to the correct line every single time. Great. How far did he get beyond the correct line?
I measured from where they were, not necessarily perpendicular to that line, and Tom got it a distance of 15 feet 8 inches.
I see. And how far in front of the actual line would you say?
I'd say roughly around 6 feet.
6 feet. Okay. Okay. We'll call that his score then, because that was that was clearly the line. It was taped with 2 cones. And Emma, I think it's a commentary on what the audience is expecting from you all, that your relatively mediocre throw elicited several ooh. And Peter, I'm just noticing a through line here, that your sole mission here is to troll both Jimmy and the other contestants. In that last one, he was just breaking objects that other people might later use. Fantastic. All right, and how about the other 2?
Emma threw it the farthest of the 3 of them with 20 feet 5 inches. Peter had 18 feet 1 inch, and Tom had 15 feet 8 or 6
6
as we like
feet.
to call it.
6 feet.
All right, so let's move on and see Alyssa and Josiah.
This is such a nice one, I want to use this.
I didn't think that knowing how to make this paper airplane would ever come in handy.
I was very bad in school, so I had lots of time to make airplanes. I do a shorter plane compared to this one. And that's just because it's heavy on the front end, much like if you were to cheat in a bobsled race, you put weights at the front. And I don't know if these would work at all. There's so many materials. Gotta wait for the wind.
Oh, I have to make a whole new plane? No way! No, I'm never gonna do it in time. Never.
feel like Jack Bauer.
Where do I put these? This is a top secret plane.
Cool.
I like that Alyssa, knowing that this was going to be filmed for an audience, spent most of her time in complete silence. And correct me if I'm wrong, did she use the same plane?
No, I only made one plane. It took me the entirety of
The entire time.
to make the one plane. So I hope it got really far.
Yeah, it took over 3 minutes to make that first plane, and then just didn't have the time to make another
equally complex plane.
Yeah.
And what was her distance?
Alyssa threw a distance of 23 feet 1 inch.
Wow. And Josiah, I mean, I'm intrigued to know about your history of bobsled cheating. And I missed the episode of 24 where Jack Bauer had to make the paper. But I have a feeling he kind of ran away with it there.
66 feet 3 inches.
Let's do it by distance then.
Yeah, so 5 points to Josiah, 4 to Alyssa, 3 to Emma, 2 to Peter, and 1 to Tom.
All right, there it is.
All right, and we are moving on to our final filmed task of the night. This one challenged the contestants with their creativity and their directorial skills.
Interesting.
Hi.
Film yourself doing something that will look impressive in reverse.
The Taskmaster will see whatever act you perform played backwards. You must therefore do something backwards that will look impressive
When the footage is played in reverse. You have 10 minutes to plan and 5 minutes to shoot your act.
Your act can be no more than 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Okay.
I'm guessing I should just use my own phone.
10 minutes to plan, 5 minutes to shoot. What does that mean? Shoot with what? Are they gonna film it?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Thank God.
What are your first thoughts?
Oh boy.
All right, so I'm gonna take a book, and I'm gonna read it, and
Oh.
You're gonna read a book. So the thing the audience will see instead of this will be this. Okay.
So let's start with Tom.
Let's put him out of his misery. The narrative behind what we just saw?
I took us all to a dystopian future where, trapped, no exit. It was a real existential connection I was making.
It felt like you had taken us far, far to the past, where Cro-Magnon man was trying to learn how to interact with human objects.
Yeah, that's it.
Great.
I'd just like to note that, Tom only ever did the action forwards.
Which I got that feeling because he only ever moved backwards. There seemed to be zero thought to what the task was asking. That became pretty evident. But he read a book.
So we're gonna move on to Emma.
Okay. was actually your hair.
Yeah.
Which was haunting to watch. What's next?
We're going to move on to Peter.
Peter, were you playing the balloon into existence?
I was just trying to summon a demon.
I think it's living in Emma's hair. Next.
All right, moving on to Alyssa.
Concept executed beautifully, and I've always wondered how they made them. Next.
All right, we have Josiah left, and Josiah did help us out with the sound.
Oh.
Hell yeah, he's the strongest man. Hitting home runs, pushing himself up, kicking butt. He is the strongest man. Yeah, everybody loves him.
So he helped us out with sound, but I wouldn't say he helped himself out. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. 1 point to Tom for refusing to participate in the test. For the same reason, I can only give Emma 2 points because she also did not try to do anything backwards. That will be 3 points to Alyssa for summoning a delicious treat. I guess no. You know what? Scratch that. 3 points to Josiah for making us listen to that song. 4 points to Alyssa for summoning a Klondike bar, but I have to give Peter 5 points for that astonishing performance.
All right, it is time for the final task of the show.
Let's end this!
Yes. So if we can have all the contestants strike your chairs, we're going to be standing in a line, and we are going to play a game called Sausage or Finger.
This is my favorite game.
What was the name of that?
It's called Sausage or Finger. Yes, yeah.
So we're going to set. We have some accessories getting grabbed from the back. Just a second. Yeah, so in Sausage or Finger, each contestant is going to get a glove that has a sausage or a hot dog or a tofu dog sticking out of it. And one person is going to have their back to one of the other contestants, and that contestant will prod the person in front of them with either a sausage or a finger, and the person being prodded has to guess whether it is a sausage or a finger. If the person guessing gets it incorrect, they will be eliminated. The last prodder standing wins.
So, you wouldn't mind standing in line facing this way. So Emma is going to prod Josiah. Josiah will try to tell us if he was prodded by a sausage or a finger. If he gets it incorrect, he's eliminated, and Emma stays in the game. If he gets it correct, then he gets to stay. So, Emma, if you wouldn't mind. Yes?
Can I take off my shirt?
Finger.
Sausage.
Finger.
All right, so now, Tom, you're going to go to the end of the line.
Finger.
So you can
I
exit the
just
stage.
leave?
You-
Okay.
Yeah, you can stand. Emma, stand just off to the side.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. All right. Josiah?
Oh, I'm poke?
No, you are poked. So Tom, go ahead.
Sausage.
Finger.
Finger?
Go to the end of the line. For this final heat, you must touch exposed skin. You may not touch shirts. So Josiah, you might have to sweep your hair to the side. There you go. All right. So first, though, Alyssa. So Alyssa, prod Tom.
Oh, what? Finger.
Yeah.
Sausage.
Sausage.